Pour yourself a cold one and join us for a show filled to the brim with fun, entertainment.
Let's do this. Come on, Ozarks Amphitheater.
Information.
Jesus, take the wheel, but don't honk it.
And a little weirdness.
So, you into sports?
I used to be. Do you like sports?
I like pizza.
It's Happy Hour with DJ Kyle.
Welcome to Happy Hour presented by Jennings Insurance Group. We have a great show lined up for you. We have a little bit later on in the show a furry friends. We're going to be bringing a dog named Sherman to you. Also, we have the crew from Camdenton Robotics going to be sitting down with us, telling us about some of the great things they have going on. We hit the road and take you to Mo, Co, and Doe in Osage Beach to sample some fine breakfast food. But up next, we have our good friend Becky Jennings from Jennings Insurance Group right here on Happy Hour. So stay here with us.
At Jennings Insurance Group, we want you to have the best possible coverage and the knowledge to use it. We work with many insurance companies, but we work for our clients. Are you tired of being pushed into healthcare coverage you don't want or understand? At Jennings, we give you the right to vote. If you are looking for a consultant who will meet with you to explain your options, Jennings is the right choice. For many, healthcare coverage is one of the most important decisions. Make the right choice. Call Jennings today, 573-693-9443.
This reminder to drive safe, boat safe is brought to you by Price & Randall Injury Attorneys. Buckle up and put your phones down.
For our Lake Area teams, they've got their eye on the prize this season with big aspirations.
And basketball can be similar to driving, where sometimes it can be a matter of focus and attention.
Distracted driving led to over 25 fatal crashes on Missouri roadways in 2024 alone.
So be a part of the solution and not another statistic.
Always remember to buckle up and put your phones down. This reminder to drive safe, boat safe, brought to you by Price & Randall Injury Attorneys.
Hey, welcome back to Happy Hour. I'm your host, DJ Kyle. Happy Hour is presented by Jennings Insurance Group. And today, for this segment, we have our good friend Becky Jennings from Jennings Insurance Group with us today. How are you today, Becky?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing fantabulous. And I want to get into what we're talking about here because this is it's kind of one of those that kind of hits close to me. Like I'm in my mid-40s and we're talking about retiring and some of the things that you need to have in line. To be honest with you, I don't have very much in line, and I would say zero amount in line. So this is something really good, good information for someone, for me to have. So I'm excited about hearing what you're going to talk about in the retirement side of things.
Well, I would tell you when it comes to retirement, the sooner you begin planning, the better. It's never too early. And a lot of times people think that they're just contributing to their retirement savings through their employer, and that's good enough. And some people, that may be all that they can do. But as you get closer to those years where you're actually going to pull the trigger and start taking an income and actually be retired, there's a few things that are really important. There's really, there's about 10 things that my clients wish that they knew before they turned that magical age. But for this conversation, we'll talk about 3.
Okay.
The first one I would talk about is preparing to stage income. So a lot of times folks don't realize that preparing to stage income, we'll get people who will come in and they'll be like, I'm turning 65 next month and I want to start my Social Security and I want to start taking an income. Well, that's a little tougher. You may have had a more satisfying outcome had we talked 2 or 3 years before that.
Gotcha.
So a lot of people don't realize that what they are making even 2 years before they turn 65 and become eligible for Medicare makes a difference on how much they're going to pay on their Medicare.
Oh.
And so, but repositioning assets, you may need a little bit of a runway to make sure that you have repositioned your assets. They can sit where they need to sit for whatever period of time before you start taking an income. And we talk about all those things to prepare you so that you're not, caught at the very end going, gosh, I wish I would have done this sooner.
Yeah.
And so it's never too early to come in. Another thing that my clients often wish they would have done or wish they would have done sooner is estate documents. A lot of people don't realize just how important it is to get their estate documents in order. A medical directive, letting your medical power of attorney know that if something happens, here's my wishes. And that gives them a permission slip to be able to carry out what you requested. And then financial power of attorney and things like that. A lot of times I will just tell you, it is one of the most unselfish things you can do is to get your estate documents in order. It's not it wouldn't be for yourself, right?
Yeah.
Because you're maybe gone or you're incapacitated and you're not concerned. But what it's really more about is those relationships of the people that you love and care about. And so oftentimes we'll see families just fall apart and there's so much animosity because the person didn't get their affairs in order and make sure that they not only told their loved ones, but they have something in writing.
Yeah, I've seen that so many
Oh
times
my
over
gosh,
and over.
it's heartbreaking.
And it really is a sad
Yeah.
thing that you think, boy, if they would have just had some of this stuff planned out, the ease of this would have been a whole lot, like the family could just grieve instead of worrying about grieving
Absolutely.
and also financial end and this and that. So
Right.
I do think that is a very, very important thing.
And the third thing I would say that's really important is healthcare. Some of the decisions that you make early on can affect your choices later. And so as you look at your healthcare, you want to think about not just your health and your finances today, but also what you're concerned about down the road. Do you have longevity in your family? Do you have a history of cancer, heart disease, things like that? Do you think you're going to have high cost in healthcare? Those are all things that are really important to make sure that you have those lined out before you actually get to that age. And then you're not scrambling and thinking, oh my gosh, am I thinking of everything? You will have actually met all of those concerns head on.
Yeah, and especially earlier. And that's one thing I love about Jennings Insurance Group is it's not just an insurance, it's really the whole thing. So how could people get more information and reach out and really learn about what do I need to do before I retire with someone one-on-one?
Well, of course, I would love if everyone came and talked to us because we're very passionate about what we do. And I have a great team of people, and we're located in Osage Beach. And you could call our office or go on our website and find us, and we would be happy to visit with you. The other thing is, if you don't come to Jennings, or if you're farther away, you can call us. We do Zoom appointments and online things all the time. But really, I would encourage folks to talk to a qualified person who actually deals with this on a regular basis, and they can talk to you about what your concerns are, maybe pull out some things that you hadn't really thought about. But I really encourage people to talk to a qualified individual to help them navigate through what can be turbulent waters when it comes to retirement.
I think it's said the best. Thank you, navigating through those waters. Thank you so much, Becky, for coming on and kind of laying this out for retirement. Lots of great information right here on Happy Hour, and we have more Happy Hour coming up next.
Jennings Insurance Group, your local agency, is here to help navigate your choices and remove the guesswork when it comes to health insurance and retirement solutions. You have the right to vote on your healthcare and financial future. Our licensed and trained agents are ready to talk with you today.
Hey, it's your good buddy DJ Kyle, and I am personally inviting you and your friends and family out to join us for trivia nights. We do trivia at Alley Cats down on the Strip every Wednesday night at 6:30. Lots of prizes, lots of fun. And then again on Thursday night in Camdenton at the Highlander Public House at 6:30 again. So lots of fun. Make sure you get there early. We have tons of prizes. And at the Highlander Public House, we have a new thing. It's a trivia leaderboard to where you can add points each and every week and be a big winner at the end of the season. So we'll see you out and about. If you're looking for a donut shop like no other donut shop you've ever seen, you've got to come check out Moco and Dough, located in Kings Plaza, right off Osage Beach Parkway, right down from Randy's Frozen Custard. I tell you what, this place has things that you've never seen before at a donut shop. I guarantee it. So let's go in, sit down with Dusty, and find out what they're brewing right at Moco and Dough. Let's go. We are inside Moco and Dough, and we are sitting down with the owner, Dusty. Dusty, nice to have you here.
Nice to be here, and we appreciate you coming in and featuring us, Kyle.
Thank you
so
for
much.
letting us come in here, and I'm really excited to get to the food here and the drinks and the donuts. This is just, it's more than just a donut shop, but I want to find out the history and really kind of how you got your start and how you started Moco and Dough.
Yeah, so kind of our backstory, our origin story here is we grew up at the lake, my wife and I, Caitlin, and we both kind of moved away. She went to art school in Columbus, Ohio, and also worked at a bakery while she was there. I moved to Seattle, Washington, and kind of fell in love with the coffee scene out there.
Yeah.
And so we moved back the same year, met, managed Backwater Jacks for 7 years, and all the while kind of coming up with this concept and kind of going out on our own and starting Moco and Dough. And so we started May of 22.
Very good,
Yeah.
and has been very successful from day one. Why don't you tell us about kind of your soft opening, if you will, right?
Yeah, so we didn't get Google verified. I kind of wanted to slow roll into things a little bit. We have a good friend at the Shelly Flippo at Flipback that did a post for us, and it was line out the door, not such a soft opening right off the jump, but everything was great, very well received by the
community. It really
community.
hasn't slowed down since, at least like I see so many posts of people going, I went by there and I got the greatest this or the greatest that. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what sets you apart from a donut shop? Like what you would think of, you walk into a donut shop and there's a tray of donuts. What sets Moco and Dough apart from that?
Yeah, so we're kind of a coffee shop, donut shop hybrid, but definitely craft flavors. So we run 4 different craft flavored donuts per week, one being a gluten-free, dairy-free option. And then we always, for the traditionalists, we have a glazed ring as well, and we're switching those flavors weekly.
Wow. So what are some of the flavors that just in your mind that were like, man, those were some big sellers, people still talk about them?
Yeah, we definitely have some fan favorites. We're running one of them this week. It's the Biscoff Cookie Butter Donut. So it is this one that we made into a shake.
Yeah.
This week we're running a honey lavender that's really well received, and a praline pecan, so it's a toffee nut icing with praline pecans on top. And then our gluten-free, dairy-free is a triple chocolate Oreo cake dough.
Now that thing looks absolutely amazing. I'm probably gonna have to buy one of those and take it home with me for a little bit later. So not only do you provide just amazing donuts, but they're so unique, so different. And as we see here, the breakfast options are just out of this world. Why don't you take one of these and just kind of describe how, let's start with this one with the bananas on it.
Yeah, so this is based off of Elvis's favorite sandwich, so it's called the Can't Help Falling in Love. So we've got glazed donut holes, peanut butter, banana, bacon, and then chocolate drizzle on top.
Oh.
So good flavor
All right.
combinations.
I'm gonna have to try this, and then as I'm trying this, I'm gonna tell everyone kind of what I think, but I wanna find out about these other 2 options, because this here I feel like has to be the last that I try, because that looks pretty messy.
It is going to be the messiest for sure. We've got napkins right here for you, Kyle. You'll be
Exactly.
fine. So this one's the Southern Sweet Heat. So it's a breaded chicken breast and hot honey, pickles, coleslaw, and then a glazed top. It's got sweet, savory, spicy textures all there. Let's have your tasting notes.
exactly what I would think Elvis would want. He walked in the door here. The sweetness of the bacon, the banana, the chocolate, the peanut butter, and the donut holes are just, absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, we tried to have very light, fluffy, donuts as well as the donut holes.
Yeah,
so
and
as far as
the thing is,
texture-wise.
you look at this and this just looks like a load of some heavy food, but it really is it's a light, like it doesn't feel heavy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a filling donut hole and toppings, but it's not like oh boy, that hit my stomach. So now I want to try this right here. So explain this one more time.
So this is the Farmers. So this one's kind of a sweet and savory combination. So donut holes down, scrambled eggs, bacon, a little bit of pepper, and then maple syrup drizzle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably the most popular between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. That's the go-to for everybody.
That's breakfast in a bite right there. everything that you need for breakfast right there in one bite.
Well-rounded breakfast.
That's a great way to get started in a day.
That and a coffee.
Yes,
for sure.
Exactly.
We'll grab you some extra napkins.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
I'm a big fan of that one. The Holy Grail is another good one, based off a Monte Cristo sandwich, donut style. That one's popular. We have a BELT. Sometimes in the morning, people take off the lettuce and tomato and just do bacon, egg, and cheese if they want more of a traditional breakfast sandwich. But they're all on a donut bun, which is just a nice, fried, soft bun for sandwiches.
This right here is a unique breakfast sandwich that offers you everything. You're right, that crunch from the chicken it's really, really done right, and the slaw on the top, and I do love the spicy flavor at the end. Nothing overpowering, everything just works together in this. Tell us what we have here.
All right, so basically any week we change the flavors of our donuts. You choose the donut that you'd like. It's called a Mo Shake, and we blend the toppings into ice cream, toppings and flavors, and then donut on top, straw through the middle, so you can kind of drink your milkshake and eat your donut as you go, on the fly.
Yeah. A really great traveling idea. I gotta head into work while I have my shake and donut.
Yeah, I think it's just a cool visual. It's delicious, clearly.
Oh.
That hitting?
I can see how that could be a huge, huge seller. So if you're on your way to work and you want to just stop by and grab everything all in one, boom, you got it. Breakfast and a shake, all in one. And what I love is something like this, you sell one, it comes walking out, or someone calls the name and they come and get one, someone else goes, I've got to try that thing.
What the heck is that? Yeah, absolutely.
Man, thank you so much for letting us come in here and telling us your story. And I really love the idea of how your wife brought something to the table and you brought something to the table, and a perfect marriage and a perfect marriage in the business.
Indeed.
So, absolutely.
Indeed. It's been a fun project for sure.
Well, thank you so much, and
Kyle.
the best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Make sure you check it out. It's Moco and Dough right here in the heart of Osage Beach. We have more happy hour coming up right after this.
Jennings Insurance Group is your hometown agency, giving you control over your choices in healthcare coverage and retirement. We use insurance as a tool to positively impact your life, giving you the peace of mind to handle whatever life throws your way. Our licensed agents are ready to offer you solutions today.
You've dealt with chronic knee, back, and even foot pain for years, and nothing has seemed to work. Until now. Introducing Beck Wellness Center's new specialty knee rehab program and neuropathy techniques you've probably never seen before. And they work. Board certified in neuropathy, experience Dr. Beck's breakthrough rescue program that can eliminate problems at their source. Try it to believe it. Give us a call today. Your healthier, happier life starts with Beck Wellness Center.
Hey, it's Happy Hour presented by Jennings Insurance Group. I'm DJ Kyle, your host for the day, and we have someone very special, a few someones very special from the Camdenton Laser crew, right? The robotics team in Camdenton. We have Rain, we have Mia, we have Miss Roar, and we have Keaton here with us. And welcome to the show, you guys.
Thank you.
I have been following on Facebook a lot of the cool stuff that you guys have been doing. You're a robotics team, you do so many great things, and as of lately, you guys have been winning some awesome awards. But let's first of all talk a little bit about Laser. What is it, and then how you guys got involved?
So LASER is actually an acronym. It stands for Lake Area Science Engineering and Robotics. It's a program for kids in Camdenton and also some surrounding school districts such as Osage Beach. You can come in, go to practice. We build a robot. We have a programming team, which programs the robot, of course.
Yeah.
And then we also have an impact team where you can interact with the community, do outreach projects, and it's just really a place for everyone. I feel like it's very welcoming.
That is so cool. Now, how did you get your start? Like, what made you go, this is something that I want to be a part of?
So LASER has all progressions, all the way from kindergarten to 12th grade. When I started, I was in 3rd grade. That's when you're building with Legos instead of aluminum and polycarbonate, all of the things on the high school robot. But those Legos, I thought it was so cool. I really wanted to see the robot move, see how it worked. So I started programming in 3rd grade. And as I grew up, as I went through the program, because I've been in it ever since, I really saw all the impact stuff, and it just called to me in a way, because I really loved seeing people's faces, seeing smiles whenever we got into the community.
Yeah.
We do a lot of stuff with senior nursing homes, and I'm really close with my grandparents. So being able to go out into those nursing homes and really help those people reminds me of my grandparents, and that's just like one of the favorite things that I have on this team.
That's really cool. Keaton, how about you? How did you get your start?
So I actually moved here in 3rd grade, and it wasn't until 5th grade that I actually joined the robotics program. But school was always easy for me, and my parents were like, you just gotta challenge yourself. And I'm like, there's nothing challenging me. And one day was just like, you should join the robotics team. I checked it out, and I got in through the drawing. But yeah, I just loved it. I was like, this is actually making me learn something. Everything else was just easy to me in school, and then I just kept going with it, and I love it.
And it's such a neat thing. I was talking a little bit ago how when you find something like that that's challenging, obviously it's challenging, but it's so fun and rewarding where at the end you go, we created this thing, with our own hands and our own minds and our own talents to put together. And I've understood that you guys do competitions where, they might give you some things where it's like your robot has to come and pull itself up here, shoot balls over here, or pick these things up. And then you guys get to come together and make this thing. And tell us a little bit about these competitions.
So competitions for the robot side, for our level, we get about a basketball field size field, and there's game elements on it where you score different pieces, and it just depends on the year. Yeah. And they give us that in January, first weekend in January. We have 6 weeks to build a robot that will compete at a high level. And then we have another 6 weeks of competing.
I'll tell you what, this is something that is impacting not only our community, but the world, because these folks they're doing first place in these competitions, and they're doing so many great outreaches into the community. So of course it takes money to do something like that. And we were talking a little bit ago with Ms. Rohr how only a certain part can come from outside areas, that everything else must come from like the communities. So of course there's some fundraisers and some really fun fundraisers. Yes. Mia, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Tacos and Trivia Night?
Yes, Tacos and Trivia Night is actually coming up on February 15th. You can go, and we are welcoming sponsors to come and eat tacos with us, play a little bit of trivia, and we're also having a silent auction that same night, where if you're a sponsor and you want to donate something to be into the silent auction, you will be able to get some profits back and also be able to support the Laser Camden Robotics team.
All right, that is awesome. What a fun fundraiser. And how can people get more information on the fundraiser and learn more about it?
You can actually use our email, laser3284@camdentonschools.org. Send us an email that way. You can ask any questions, or you can text at 573-346-5651 with the extension 6025. You go through that, you can call us, get in contact, have any questions, and we also post about it regularly on social media. We have flyers that we post on social media. So you can always go to Laser3284 on Facebook, Instagram, really any social media platform, we'll have it there.
And it is so fun to follow them on Facebook. Again, it's Laser3284. Check it out on all of your socials. Make sure you follow them. Make sure you get involved. And if you know any young students that want to get involved, would you guys say thumbs up to have the young students get involved?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
100%. See, you already have a great team to be a part of. So make sure you make plans to attend the Tacos and Trivia Night. Again, it's February 15th. Mark your calendars. It's going to be a fun night. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything. And I hope to see you guys on the big screen one day working for Boeing and doing some amazing things out in our world. So keep up the good work. We have more happy hour coming up right after this.
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Welcome welcome to another edition of Furry Friends. I am Megan Albers. This is Mary Meow Tilly, and today we have Sherman, who is adorable.
He is.
Tell me about Sherman.
So Sherman we believe to be a dachshund and lab mix.
Okay.
So he's a little bigger than your normal dachshund size. He is about 32 pounds, which currently makes him the smallest grown dog in the shelter. He is, did I say he's about 6 years old, we think, and he came into us as a stray. Sherman is the sweetest boy. He's had several pending adoptions that for one reason or another the people just changed their mind, didn't show up. They, we tried to call them on the day they were supposed to come in and they ghosted. I don't understand that ever.
It's like modern dating. That's how
right,
it's, yeah.
Right,
yeah, I get it.
yeah, broke up by text but didn't even bother to text.
Exactly.
So Sherman is the sweetest boy. We bring him up to the lobby, and as far as people goes, he doesn't really seem to know a stranger. He loves on everybody, wants to be a lap dog. I feel like he's going to be a good, Netflix and chill buddy, sitting on the couch
Share
with
some
you.
popcorn with you.
He is great on a leash. He's one of the ones that all the volunteers, like when they come in, immediately go and grab him and go to walk him. Clean in his kennel, good with his toys. He doesn't tear things up, anything like that. But on the opposite side, we have that he cannot go to home with cats.
Okay.
No cats at all. And he is a little selective as far as it goes with dogs.
Okay.
Not that he would try to attack anybody, because he doesn't. He's just kind of standoffish, kind of indifferent around them, doesn't really care if they're around or not. Seemed to, when he first came in, he seemed to be a little more receptive. But we had a small little dachshund mix named Molly who was kind of rather temperamental. Who apparently nipped him one day out in the yard.
Oh, no.
And since then he's just kind of been like, no, I don't want to be around
don't blame
anybody
him.
else on four legs.
Traumatized.
So, definitely would need you to, if you have another dog in the home, bring your dog in for a meet and greet with him and see how that goes. And like we said, he's never tried to instigate anything. He just really doesn't want, doesn't care, doesn't want to be around it. So, if you have a playful puppy, or something like that, probably not going to be a good fit.
Maybe an older dog who's kind of similar, that just likes to lay around and not mess with anybody, might be a better fit.
Yep, exactly. I think so too. Or, he's just, he's 32 pounds of, perfect lap dog as far as, he would be enough for anybody.
Yes.
You can just give him all your love.
It's true. Yeah. He's super sweet.
And everybody will be happy.
Yes.
So.
Yes, exactly. Well, he is super great. He loves the belly scratches, loves the ear scratches, typical dog. And he's gentle. I mean, he hasn't jumped up on anybody. He just loves all the pets.
Yeah.
He's a great dog.
Yep.
So of course, as always, you can apply to adopt at ozarkscatandcanine.com. And as always, I recommend come on down to the shelter, hang out with him, scratch his belly. He's tons of fun. Thanks so much, Mary. It's always fun.
Thank you. Yeah.
That does it for another Furry Friends.
Super Splash USA Water Park, formerly Big Surf, is thrilled to announce the hiring of over 150 energetic individuals to join the team for its highly anticipated opening this summer. Super Splash USA offers a unique opportunity for individuals age 14 and older to earn between $3,500 and $6,000. In addition to competitive pay, employees will enjoy a variety of benefits, including free family tickets, employee parties, eligibility for scholarships, and a chance to learn valuable life skills in a fun, fast-paced environment. Super Splash USA encourages all ages to apply and to be a part of something special. Attend their job fair and learn more about available positions and opportunities. Thank you so much, everyone, each and every one of you joining us this week on Happy Hour. And I want to say thanks to all of our guests. Thanks to Becky Jennings, the crew from Camdenton Robotics, all of the fine folks there at Moco and Doe. Make sure you check them out this week. And our furry friend, that dog named Sherman. Hopefully we'll find Sherman a new home very soon. Until next time, I'm DJ Kyle, and we'll see you around the block. Hey, let's be kind to one another. How about that?